Queen Elizabeth II, one of the longest reigning monarchs in British history, left behind an incredible legacy, including an impressive collection of jewellery. But what happens to her private collection after her passing? Let's take a closer look at the fate of Her Majesty's magnificent jewels. First things first, who's in charge of the crown jewels now? Following the Queen's death on September 8, 2022, King Charles III is now the keeper of the crown jewels, which have been passed down from British monarchs since the 17th century. The collection comprises of over 100 objects and contains more than 23,000 gemstones, including the sovereign's sceptre with cross and the sovereign's orb, which are reserved for state occasions and coronations. But what about the Queen's personal collection? According to jewellery editor, Her Majesty leaves behind more than 400 pieces, including the diamond diadem crown made for King George IV in 1820, and her beloved three-strand pearl necklace, gifted to her as a young girl by her father, King George VI. The collection is stored in a secure vault 40 feet below Buckingham Palace. So, who will inherit the Queen's jewels? Royal experts suggest much of the collection will go to Queen Consort Camilla, as well as the Princess of Wales. There is a hierarchy in all of this, says Katie Nicholl, who has written several books about the royal family. The Queen Consort really gets first choice of the Queen's jewellery, and after that it is the Princess of Wales, of course, Catherine. The Duchess of Sussex, I'm sure, will come in for some jewellery at some point, but she is much further down the pecking order. As for what pieces the Queen would have been buried in, the palace is not yet to share any details. However, royal experts believe it wouldn't be anything of material significance to the monarchy. Her Majesty is an incredibly humble woman at heart, said Lisa Levinson, head of communications at the National Diamond Council. She is unlikely to be dressed in anything but her simple Welsh gold wedding band to rest and a pair of pearl earrings. Despite the lack of official information, some members of the royal family have already been spotted wearing pieces from the Queen's collection in her honour. For a state reception on September the 16th last year, Catherine wore the Queen's favourite pearls, as well as the Queen's Silver Jubilee diamond and pearl earrings. She later wore a choker made of pearls gifted to the Queen by the Japanese government in the 70s for the Queen's funeral on September the 19th. Queen Consort Camilla has also been seen sporting the Hesse Diamond Jubilee brooch, a priceless heirloom gifted to Queen Victoria in 1897. The Queen Consort began wearing the heart-shaped pin shortly after her wedding to Charles in 2005. The brooch caught the eye of royal watchers as it included a sapphire, even though royals typically wear diamonds and pearls as part of their mourning attire. The Queen was famous for speaking through her brooches, and now the Queen Consort takes on that mantle, says Rachel Garahan, British Vogue's jewellery and watch director. It is one of Camilla's oldest pieces, and its royal story links her to the past and the monarchy's future. In conclusion, while the fate of Queen Elizabeth's private jewellery collection remains uncertain, one thing is clear: her legacy will continue to live on through her impressive collection of jewels. And as the royal family continues to honour her memory, we can expect to see more of her beloved pieces on display in the years to come.